All right, boys. I know everyone FOMO'd into these longs today, and I'm gonna tell y'all why I did it, and I'm gonna tell y'all how I stayed safe and didn't take a trade today. Looked at my market recap, and I'm doing well while many people aren't. All right, boys. Let's get into this little market open. Sorry for the very, very late recap. It's like 10 p.m. where I am. I've been busy all day. No, I did not take any trades. I was honestly backtesting for a fucking minute. But let's do a little bar replay. This comes with my subscription. So that's trim. Boom. Now market open come. I'm not gonna lie, these longs looked a little unattainable. So I was genuinely looking towards these lows, right? I had a little bearish bias. Now my bias shifted. As I told y'all in my model is based on draws and liquidity and high time frame liquidity. So my model can shift anytime. If I take out high time frame liquidity and I don't see a little reaction off of it, I'm gonna assume that we're not gonna go in that reaction. We're not gonna go in that low zone. Same thing with lump. Like if I don't see a sweep and a reaction off the London high, I know that we're not going anywhere. Right? We're gonna go upwards. Now, these looked a little unattainable to me, although towards 10:30 a.m., maybe about 2 hours after market opened, I was looking to take a trade. I never ended up FOMOing into a trade. I would have hit this trade actually, but I'll tell you why I opted against it. So market opens, I'll go to the 1 minute time frame because NASDAQ. We had no SMTs really. Damn, that sounded zesty as fuck. But we had no SMTs, but I could really tell that we're gonna go towards the long and at least take out the Asia highs on ES. As you can see, we're sweeping out low levels of liquidity. Swept out this low level of liquidity, filled in this 15-minute gap. And now I want to see where market's going. Boom, boom, got that. Sweep in, Drake candle towards the top. Already take out these Asia highs. Now we're still pushing. Now, these 15-minute highs and 1 hour highs look a little bit unattainable to me, so I'm really just waiting. But we just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Now, yeah. And we're just pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And pushing more. Now we form this low right here. Form this for value gap right here. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. And I'm pretty sure this is where we consolidate for... Honestly, bro, what time is this? Okay, so we're already 30 minutes in the market open. And yeah, now we just consolidate and consolidate. Now here's where I wanted to take this trade. And probably where I should have opted in to take this trade. If we look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It wasn't there. It wasn't there. I don't think it was there. It might have been there. I don't think it was. Yeah. Now we start picking up on some real volume. And I'll show you where I wanted to enter and where I never ended up entering. Now, I'll move my breaker structure right here. Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Right here. Wait. Wait for it. Wait for it. There. This is where I want to enter right here. A little risky trade. Target the 15-minute high. Now we'll see how it plays out. Breaker structure point being somewhere over here. Break even point actually. So I meant $50,000 in my bank account. YNW family. And on God, I was gonna take this trade. Like I'm not even lying. I know like a lot of these bag testers, it's all hindsight bias. Swear to God, I was on Fortnite with my friend, V2 Trading, and shout out him. But I was literally looking into taking these longs right here, just due to the fact that you could see the entire way. Not really on here, but on ES, we're respecting straight bullish. Right, we're filling in these gaps and stuff. With this 1 hour bearish value gap that we filled in, we're not really seeing much bearish momentum off of it. With NQ, especially, we're I started too much times, but fuck. As you can see, we're never really invalidating this gap right here. Keep filling it in. Even when we filled in this gap, we got a massive reaction off of it. So I can assume that we're going towards the upside. I just want to wait for a key entry. Now, this is where most people probably FOMO'd in, and this is why I didn't FOMO in, right? I could have really taken this trade, but when I'm checking the time, 9:53, I really don't like taking trades after 9:30. No volume because it's a no news Monday. If I want 229 ticks on a no news Monday seems a little bit absurd when it's not market open and we don't have that volatility. If we go to the indicator section, our volume is just looking completely abysmal, right? So all these things put together, I don't want to take this trade at all. I'd rather not risk my money. There's a very, very good chance that we just come like look at all this consolidating. How many times did we go up before we reversed the downsides, right? So many different times where we broke structure, where we inverse gaps, where all of this. The key difference with this trade and why I really, really like this trade is when we first shot up, we formed this low right here and formed this fair value gap that never got touched. When we fill this in and we get in a reaction out of it, we broke structure maybe 3 different times. To me, this is at least a B entry, not a B plus, not a B minus. It's a B entry, right? This enter looks pretty good as well. We're respecting bullish as we're filling in this for value gap, never closing below. If you filled in this for value gap, you get a reaction off of it. Even if I wanted to enter a little bit later, I could have entered right here underneath this for value gap right here. That could have been an ideal entry. And then after here, I know that a lot of people FOMO'd into long just seeing this push up, wanting to see this 1 hour high get taken out. And I do think this 1 hour high is gonna get taken out, but I'll see why most of y'all got invalidated or stopped out. As you can see, we're playing around in this 1 minute gap. Now I want to wait for this 1 minute gap to get hit specifically if I want to see this 1 hour high get broken. And I don't even know if it happens, honestly. Bang. That high I'm waiting for. So nope. Yup. That's the fill. That's the fill. And that's the shoot up. That's the shoot up that I'm looking for. This candle right here should have been, if I wanted to take that out, my ideal entry. Now again, I didn't FOMO into these longs because I'm pretty sure that I would have gotten stopped out if I took these longs. But I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. This would have been break even point right here. Or maybe only not break even. No, I wouldn't have. $50,000 in my account. YNW family. Break even right there. And then I'm pretty sure we would have rose up and took this out. But you see, like, why I don't play into these, like, little, like, games of longs and stuff when the market's consolidating. I'm pretty sure this gets hit as well. Like, actually, I don't think it does, actually. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't know if it gets hit. I'm just gonna take off bar replay. Yep, it does get hit. It does get hit. It does get hit. That's at 12:07, and we would have entered this trade at 10:50, right? So there's a reason why I don't FOMO into these longs necessarily. The main reason just being when we have this much consolidation, it's hard to like comprehend what's really a break of structure, what's a good liquidity sweep. Because how many times do we sweep liquidity? So this low right here, we never ended up getting anything out of it. Like for all I know, we could have swept this low. Like you know what I mean? Like whenever you're consolidating, you can't really tell when you're gonna like break structure towards the upside or downside. Same with this consolidation right here. You never know which low is enough to get your thing taken out. You know what I mean? Even if you look in the 5 minute chart, we probably formed some 5 minute low. Maybe we were waiting for this 5 minute low to get filled in. Honestly, that looked like a primal entry, right? It looks like a primal entry, but like when it's really this consolidating, you could really get stopped at any time. That's why I stayed off of it. Another thing is when I missed this move right here, I was like, the chances of us getting real volume into this push for this 1 hour high, risking 85 ticks, like, do I really want to do that or just get off, enjoy? And I had no school today, so enjoy my day off from school or, like, really stress over a trade that I, like, you know, I could just save my time and money and, like, all that sort of things. Although I do think that I have been taking, like, under trades recently. Obviously, like, I've taken, like, 3-4 trades since it started, and I think I need to start taking more trades. But I missed this move, and I've come to terms with that, and I got off the charts. It is what it is. It's whatever. But if I really wanted to take this trade, I should have taken this trade. I'm not gonna FOMO into like another move. I could have even FOMO'd into this, right? Right here. Another thing that many of y'all don't think about is I could have FOMO'd into longs right here. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, what's the difference? It's the same trade ideal, right? I'm just making less money, but still risking less. What's the problem? We don't have a break-even point. Let's say suppose we take out these lows and immediately shit the bed towards the downside, right? we took out key levels of liquidity. We formed this high, little retracement towards the downside. We retraced towards the upside, and then we shut down to the bed. That's the thing. We don't have a break-even point. I'm risking actual money regardless, and if I was in the trade here, I wouldn't risk any money. So that's just what I mean, honestly, when I say like don't FOMO into trades. I appreciate y'all. Y'all boys have a great one. I won't make a trade recap tomorrow. I'll make a psychology video tomorrow. Same on with Wednesday because we have PPI. Thursday, Friday, I'll be on the charts and I'll definitely take a trade for y'all boys. I know like everyone misses trade recaps. I miss taking trades, but it's just been like hard for me to find like actual trades. But I appreciate y'all. Y'all boys have a great one.